And just like that, he's back in court with a brand new case. Judges don't love repeat visitors, especially when the last warning was, "Don't mess up again." So the tension starts early. Will this be treated as a simple mistake or a pattern of recklessness?
I'm signing on to his new case.
Oh, we picked up a new case.
We did, Judge.
Mr. Palasio, you're now charged with a new case. You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir.
Yes, sir. On February 5th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a stranded vehicle at the 700 block of North Sam Houston Parkway, and the officer observed a car parked on the shoulder and a driver asleep at the wheel with the engine running and the car in park. The officer knocked on the window to wake up the driver, who woke up and refused to comply with the officer's command and drove the car 6 feet forward. The officer then requested the defendant exit the vehicle. The defendant put the vehicle in park, then drive multiple times before finally exiting the vehicle. The defendant was detained upon exiting the vehicle, and the officer relocated to a gas station where the defendant was observed to be dazed and confused and did not realize he had been asleep at the wheel. The defendant was also unable to communicate where he had been or where he was going.
Probable cause confirmed. That means the judge believes there's enough evidence to move this case forward. Not a conviction, but definitely not good news for the defense. What do you think? Should falling asleep at the wheel while intoxicated be an automatic charge?
The defendant was asked to perform standard field sobriety test, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 5 out of 8, one leg stand 1 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC and declined to provide a sample. A blood search warrant was signed and executed.
Bond revoked. That's huge. Translation: you broke my trust. Now you're staying with me. Judges rarely do this unless they feel someone is a danger to themselves or the public. This is officially no longer a warning, it's a consequence.
I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Can you look to see if he has any prior DWIs, and does he have a valid Texas driver license?
He does have a valid driver's license, Judge, and we did file for the ALR hearing.
And then I see he has a dismissed DWI out of Fort Bend, but no other DWIs.
There's no probable cause in that case.
I'm now ordering you, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I ordered you on your first case not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You've now picked up a DWI. Guess what happens now? I'm revoking your bond.
Judge, I would like to address that. So he does realize that this is a problem at this point, and he has enrolled himself in IOP and does have a meeting this afternoon to do intake for IOP, and I do have that email.
I can't show him preferential treatment. It's on any case here. I ordered not to do something. He did it. Picked up a new case. You're staying with me. And I'm going to tell you now, if I find that you consume...
This is where it gets personal. You and alcohol do not mix. That's not courtroom language, that's disappointment. When a judge stops speaking like a judge and starts speaking like a parent, you know things are serious.
Alcohol again. I will put you in a rehab facility myself, in the jail, and if you respond well to treatment, it's a minimum of 9 months. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm now placing a restriction that you're not to drive any vehicle that doesn't have a guardian interlock on it. You're not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, and Casey, I'm now going to probably give him a curfew. In the BMV, was he out in the middle of the night? Alex?
Let's see, Your Honor.
I think it was after a bar closed. He was just sleeping in the owner's vehicle.
There's one consistent problem, and there's one thing that centers around every single problem that you have. What is that one problem? Right. You and alcohol do not mix. And I don't know what we need to do to get you to realize that, but I don't know. I hope that this is it. If it's not, it's going to be rather lengthy. Maybe that's it. Is it prison? I don't know. But all of the issues center around one thing. And I hope that you now realize this and do what you need to do. Because if you can't take care of it yourself, I will do it for you. And I promise you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it goes with you. And then when he comes out, or when he does bond out, he's gonna have to come back for bond conditions, and then we'll carry it.
Sign his bond conditions today on the non-revoked case, so they'll be active.
Okay.
And then do we want a device other than the ignition interlock?
No, just what time was?
The time that it took place, is the only time the officer gave is when they got the blood samples, and that was at 7 a.m. So sometime prior to 7 a.m. But he doesn't say how long before the blood was actually drawn.
What do you think about a curfew?
Judge, if I may, he is active military, so he is still reporting to that. They're also looking to get him help. He has enrolled himself in IOP, so he does have a job in the military.
I won't put the curfew.
Wait, what? A murder charge now? This just escalated from DUI court talk to life-altering felony territory. A weed deal gone wrong. And suddenly the courtroom atmosphere changes completely. Did you feel the energy shift too?
But if he picks up a new case,
I understand. We had a big conversation, and he's the one that took it upon himself to realize that this was a problem, and he told me that he was going to use his VA benefits to look into the IOP at this point. So he did send me that email that he is confirmed to begin enrollment in IOP.
okay, so on the DWI, just pick whatever date you have.
Okay.
When he does bond out, he'll get a 7-day setting.
Mhm.
Whenever day that you get, just let Ramona know or Victoria, and then we'll give you that day. Just feel free to email them, and then we can carry
Just put them both on the same
Yeah.
day.
Okay.
I
right.
think we addressed his bond.
I was gonna set it at 5,001.
Okay.
That's what I normally do.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you, Judge. I
Yes,
just
ma'am.
made sure to have one.
Okay, thanks. Sorry, Ms. Finn.
I just filed a revoke and raise. He picked up a murder charge. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, I agree. This is the young guy that, he is.
How old is this kid? What happened?
17.
17. He picked up a murder case. What happened?
From my understanding, it was a
A $4 million bond upstairs, GPS monitoring, no weapons, no alcohol. This is full lockdown mode. The court is basically saying, if you get out, we're watching your every move. At this point, is it justice or protection of the public? What do you think?
weed deal gone wrong.
Oh, I read about this, right? Really? I'm so disappointed, Mr. Jones. I can't tell you how disappointed I am, you know? We've got but one life to live. Just one. You don't get you don't get multiple chances, man. You're not a cat. I'm bringing you out here because we're talking about you, and it's only fair that you hear what's going on. Because you've now picked up the murder case upstairs, the state has asked me to, your bonds are now set on both of your cases, on your assault and your criminal mischief. They're both set at 5,002. They did not give you a PR bond on those cases, and the state has asked me to revoke and raise those cases because you are a danger to our public. You've not made bond on those cases, so I'm going to deny their request to revoke and raise your bond. But I'm going to tell you now that I don't know if you're going to get out because your bond is set at $250,000 upstairs. But if you do, I don't want you to go anywhere. I want you absolute home confinement, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you understand? And you will have a GPS monitor, no drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, anything else?
No, Judge. Not from the scene.
And I guess just keep me in the loop what happens upstairs, you know, if they do anything with the bonds, just keep me in the loop so we can kind of stay close. The other thing is that thing's going to take a while to play out. And I mean, I'm not going to hold it for 2 years for it to play out upstairs. So let's try to find some kind of resolution so we can, you know, they can worry about it upstairs, and then we can just, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'll obviously give you a sufficient time. Is discovery complete? Because these cases are from November. They're old.
We're still waiting on body cam, dash.
I mean, that's not good. I mean, wait a second.
November. It's
Were they, I guess they may have been 2Bs though. Let me see if that's right. Because if there were 2Bs, then
Actually, Judge, it looks like we have all of the body cam. It just wasn't complete. We have the 911 calls.
oh, so you've got is discoveries complete.
It looks
Okay.
like it, yes, Judge.
Do you have you given offers on both of the cases?
I have not, Judge, but I'll take a look on his,
There was an offer, but it's been rejected.
there was-
Canceled out that option, that offer.
we had offered a 13-month deferred. I revoked it, obviously, with the new law violation.
Sure.
So I'm probably just gonna check his credit and put a jail time offer.
Okay, so I'll give you some time, take a look, speak with Mr. Jones, what he wants to do. The cases are kind of old, so when we come back in the next time, you must accept the offer from the state. Otherwise, I'm going to set your cases for trial here. You understand? Okay, man.
But Judge, in all honesty, I can let him know right now, considering that he has a murder case, I would be reluctant to plead him guilty to an assault case because that could be used in punishment. He's in enough trouble. We may as well set for trial if there's not going to be a dismissal on this case.
I'll speak to the felony. I mean,
Sure.
the murder was just filed a couple of days ago, so I'll speak to the felony, see what the CW wants on the assault.
So let's set it a week
And
out.
look at it.
Talk to felony,
Yes,
see
Judge.
what they want. In a week, we can set it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Okay. All right. Good luck, guys. Does he have any prior DWIs, Alex? Do you know if he has any prior DWIs? Okay.
No, Judge. I'll run his full NCIC if you'd like.
Please,
Yes,
you
Judge.
need to understand that DWIs are big business in Texas, you know? Watch the news. Every single day someone dies from a DWI. That's why they have made the penalty so darn severe. A third DWI, you're looking at prison up to minimum 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. What you're doing is you're pleading guilty to this offense. The DWI is going to go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. And what you need to understand is that whenever you get pulled over now in the future, first thing an officer does is they're going to look at your record. If they see that you have a prior DWI, a prior PCS, and they come up to you and they smell alcohol,